Okay, welcome all to the new session of Microsoft Excel. This particular session will talk about the logical functions, right? The logical functions, when we talk about, primarily we are talking about, it looks small, but a big function called the if function. So we'll talk about if function. So let us understand the function with the help of an example. Okay, now let us understand there is a scenario. In this scenario, I'm supposed to enter the age here and the remark will pop up here automatically, and the condition that is been given is you can enter only adult can enter it. So based on your age, if your age is 18 or more, then you will be considered as an adult or minor. So when I enter the age, here it should pop up as adult or minor. Now see what happens. First we check a condition. Once we check a condition, then based on the condition, we'll give the output. So if we really want to understand it in normal circumstances, let me open a Word file to understand it. It's a logical decision that we take. So what you do normally, first you take the decision. Here is the decision in this case. So I take the decision. Decision is normally I'll talk about if the age is greater than equal to 18. Now, when I check this condition, there can be two possible outcomes. Either it is true or it is false. So, if it is true, this part will get executed. I will write here adult. And if it is false, the condition, this part will get executed, that is minor. So, this is the scenario that I am talking about. First, we check a condition. The condition, whenever I check, either it can be true or it can be false. So if it is true, this should get executed. If it is false, this should get executed. So in Excel, how we do it, so let me close it. Let me know. In Excel, how we do it, you see, there is a function in Excel called the if function. So suppose the age will be entered here, the cell number A5. So whatever age is entered there, we need to check. Is it more than equal to 18 or not? So I will write a function. I will type if, then I'll check this cell because the age will be entered this cell. Then I check is it greater than equal to 18. Now if it is greater than 18, then I give the true value. True value means if it is greater than 18, what output should come? So under bracket, I write adult. Alright, so if it is greater than equal to 18, then I put a comma again, and if the condition is false, I type minor. That's it. So first we check the condition. If the condition is true, the second parameter that I have written, that will get executed. And if it is false, this will get executed. So sequence should be same. This first the condition, then the true value. True value means if it is true, what output we need, and then comes the false value. This cannot be altered. So if I write first minor then adult, then it will give all wrong. First should be the true value based on the condition, right? So now it is giving minor because it's a null value. Now if I put 19, you see it is giving adult. If we put 23, it is giving adult. If we put 17, it is giving minor. So that is the function. Again, you see, I have checked the age is greater than equal to 18 or not, but I can also check if I wish. So two ways you can write it. If the age is less than 18, less than 18 is same as greater than equal to 18. Checking. If I have to check greater than equal to 18 or I check less than 18. So if it is less than 18, now the true value should be minor. Because if it is less than 80, then your condition becomes true. So if your condition becomes true, minor should be executed or the adult should be executed. So now you can ask me which one is the you are supposed to do. That is absolutely your choice. You can do it in this way or you can do it in this way. So this is what we call the if function, and it can create models. To understand that, let us go to an exercise. A simple exercise we are committing. So these are the suppose marks of many students are given, right? First I need to calculate the average. For average I have the average function. So let us simply type the average function and we do it for one cell that we have learned so far. Then we choose the range that to be averaged out and I press the enter, it gives me the average. Now I can simply drag it down to the last one. I get average of all the students. Now it is asking student will pass if he gets average marks of 50 or more. So if he gets 50 or more, then he is passing, otherwise he is failing. So again, as we have learned the if function, we'll simply going and apply the if function. Then here I'll have to check the average. Average will be in this cell. If it is greater than equal to 50, I can type pass and otherwise fail. I close it. I can do it in the reverse way also, as I said, but right now I'm not doing it. I'm leaving it for you to practice. Now, if I drag it down, see it is calculated smoothly without any fail. This student has got 37, so he is failing. Otherwise, all the students are passing. So, equation that we have written, if F4 is greater than equal to 50, we could have done it as F4 is less than 50. Then we would have shifted fail and then pass, then we could have done it. Alright. Let us go to another function, a bit complicated maybe. Now, here what they are asking for is, see, what they are saying here, calculate the result if the sale is more than 20,000. So, these are the sale of the different salesmen are given. So, if his sale is more than 20,000, then the result, or we can say performance, we can write, the better word will be performance. So, let me write performance. So, performance will be considered as good. Otherwise, the performance will be considered as average. So, again, applying the same concept, I take if, alright, I type if. It doesn't matter you write it in capital or small letters. Excel will understand. If there's a more than, so greater than 20,000, not greater than equal to in this time because they specifically say more than 20,000. So if it is more than 20,000, I type good or I type average. Alright, so this one is average because it is not more than 20,000. Now if I drag it down, you see it has calculated this one is good, this one is average. Alright, so first part is done. Now let us come to the commission term. Now they said, now I'll have to check this now. This should be a criteria. If the result is average, then the commission is 20%. If the result is good, then the commission is 40%. So I can check either the result is average or I can check either the result is good. Both will give me the same results. So let me check if performance is equal to in this camp, and I am not calculating the numbers, so I am getting alphabets, it will come under quote. I type average. So if the result is average, they said I get 20% of the sales. So I click on the sales and I type into 20%, that will suffice. And if it is not average, that means the condition is false, that means it has to be good. So I need not check it. I type into 40, then I give percent, I press enter, it has calculated. So see, it got 20% because it is average. Now if I drag it down, everywhere, see here, they are getting 40%. Here they are getting 40%, rest they are getting only 20%. So this way this can be done. We can do it in the reverse way also, as I said. Just to show you the case, I could have checked if I could have checked, that is absolutely my choice, this equal to good, right? So if it is good, then the true value should be sale into 40% now, comma, sale into 20%. Mind you, both will give you the same result, right? So that becomes absolutely your choice, which way you want to check the conditions, because there is always a duality of this one. All right, now see, here if I come, now let us come to a complicated problem. Just try to understand this. Suppose this is an institution and they have a condition. They call it as, see, student got marks 156, 3 exams we conduct for a subject 56, 45, 56. Now condition is like that. Student will only pass if he gets 50, at least 50 in all subjects. All the examinations, at least 50 in all the examinations. That means he gets 15 this, he gets 15 this, he gets 15 this. Now see here, I'll have to check multiple cells, not a single cell that earlier I did. So here we introduce ourselves with two functions, one we call the AND function and another one we introduce ourselves with the OR function. AND function is used when all the conditions that we put should be true. An OR condition is used when any of the conditions needs to be true, then the whole thing is true. Alright, so how we really execute this function? Suppose the condition is that all the subject student needs to get 50, at least 50. So I first again start with the if, and within if I put an AND function. Alright, then I keep checking. Within AND I can check multiple criteria. So first I check this one, is it greater than equal to 50? Then I put a comma. Then I choose the second one, is it greater than equal to 50? Then I put a comma. Then I choose the third one, is it greater than equal to 50? So now this becomes my whole condition of this function. This AND function will be true if all the condition is true. This AND function will be false if any of the conditions is false. So I know if everything is true, that means student is getting 50, at least 50 in all subjects, I can write false. And student if is getting less than 50 in any of the subjects, the whole condition becomes false. So I write fail. Okay. Now see here the student is failing. Now if the student gets at least 50 here, student passes. If a student gets at least 49 here, the student fails. Okay. So this is the AND function that we are talking about. Now let us reverse the condition. Let the college has decided if the student, any of the subjects, student gets 75, let us assume, student passes. Doesn't matter in other subject, other exams he may have scored 0, 23, doesn't matter. At least in one subject he should score 75 and above. Then the student will pass. So that basically either this should be true or this should be true or this should be true. So here we almost write the same function, but instead of AND this time we'll have to use OR function. Again I check the condition, right? So I check if this is greater than equal to 75. Then I check if this is greater than equal to 75. And I check this one as is it greater than equal to 75. Because I have used the OR function, that means any of the condition, if it is true, then the whole function is true. And if the whole function is true, student passes. So I write the pass first, then I write the fail. Alright, then I close it, I press enter. In this case, you see the student is passing because he got 75. If all the conditions are false, the student is failing. But in any of the subjects, if it is getting more than 75, he is passing. So that is your OR function. Okay. So let us try to understand these things with some examples. Alright. So I come to this example here. Here they are saying, suppose this is the data that I have. Okay, and in this data, what they're asking, investors sell stocks only if the price has gone up 3 consecutive days, including the current day. So if I'm standing in this day, today it should go up, yesterday it should go up, day before yesterday. So if you're looking at the data, this one we cannot really conclusive because I do not have yesterday's data and day before yesterday's data. Here also, I really cannot calculate because I don't have, so I'm not selling here. I need not calculate because I don't have the data. Today's data I have, yesterday's data I have, day before yesterday's data I don't have. But here I have today's data, yesterday's data, day before yesterday's data. My condition says all three should be up. Then only I will say yes. That means I'll have to use an AND condition here. So I write if, alright, I check this particular cell, I say equal to, is it equal to up? Then I check the second condition, I say is it equal to up? Then I check the third condition and I check is it equal to up? If all three are up, then your condition is true, then you say yes. Otherwise, you say no. All right. Okay. Okay. So otherwise you say no. So if all the conditions, if C24, okay, I have not given the or AND function here. I should have given the AND function here. So I type the AND here, then I start the bracket, right? Then you see it will work now. So here it is no, and if I drag it down, you see only here it is yes, because this is up, this is up, this is up. So if you want to look at the equation again, this is the equation that we have written. If and C24 is up, C23 is up, C22 is up, then everything is yes. Alright. Now let us come down to this one. Okay, here what they are saying, any student who scores at least 95 on any of the exam gets a bonus, which is 1% of the total score. So I'll have to calculate the bonus. Alright, if the student gets 95, at least 95 in any of the subjects. So if it is any of the subjects, we have to understand, we have to use the OR function. So here what I will write for the OR function. Alright, so I write here equal to if. First I check if in any of the subjects you got 95 or not. So OR function comes, I check this one, I say greater than equal to 90, is it greater than equal to 95? I said this function greater than equal to 95 or not, this function greater than equal to 95 or not, then the fourth function greater than equal to 95 or not. If any of them is greater than 95, then you get 1% of the total. But if we don't have the total, we can simply calculate the total here. So we can put a sum here. We can choose the whole range, that will give me the total here itself. Then I put into 1%. So it will calculate the 1%. And if you did not get anything, you are getting a 0 bonus. Right? That is the false state. Press enter. Now you see it will automatically calculate your bonus and give you the answer. And if I drag it down, now you can check. Here it did not get any bonus because none of the subject you got 95. Here I got 3.2% bonus because one subject is 95. Here you got one subject. Now here if I make it 96, automatically the bonus will be calculated. Alright, so I hope you guys understood it. This is the formula that I have written. Okay, now let us move on to the next one. I go to here and things becomes maybe a bit complicated here. Now here I am supposed to do the grading of the students. So this is multi-level competition we are talking about, not multiple. Here we have to check multiple. This one also, this one also, this one also, this one together. But here it is multi-level. First you have to check if the number is between what they have said. These are the marks the students has got, and this is the criteria of giving awarding them the grade. So if student gets 0 to 30, student will get F. If it is 40 to 59, student will get D. 60 to 79, he will get C. 80 to 89, he will get B, and like that. So it's a multi-level criteria checking, not multiple, multi-level. Stage 1 will check the number with this one. If you find this okay, we'll get them back. If this is not okay, that means it is more than 40, I'll have to come and check here. If I find this is true, this will be executed. If also this is not true, I come to this one, I check and I get execute. If this is not true, I come here and check, and this is not true, this will be executed. Like that it will work. So 39, 59, 79. So I can do it. How I can do it? I can first I check if this particular number is less than equal to 39. If it is less than equal to 39, I know that it should be given a grade of F. But if it is not less than 39, I really do not know. It falls between 40 to 49, 59 or not, 60 to 79 or not, 80 to 89 or not. So I'll have to check it again. So I type if, again I click this. Now I check, is it less than equal to 59? See, it comes to the second condition only if the first condition is false. If the first condition is false, means student do not have the marks which lies between 0 to 39. That obviously it is 40 and above. And if it is 40 and above, then I check it is less than equal to 59. And if it is true, that means it is falling between 40 to 59. I can simply award him D. Okay. But again, if this is also false, I really do not know. It lies between 60 to 79, 80 to 89, or 90 above. I'll have to check it again. Alright. So again, I click here and I say, is this less than equal to 79? If this less than equal to 79, then I give a grade of C. Alright. If it is not, again I check if B3 is less than equal to 89. If it is less than equal to 89, I give him a grade of B. Now see, I have checked it is less than 39 if I found false. If I checked 59, I found false. 79, I found false. 89, I found false. I really need not check again. So if it is not less than 39, if it is less than 59, it is not less than 79. That means very simply it is it 90 and above. So I simply give a here. Now see, I have opened the paragraphs once, twice, third, fourth times. And I have to close it as many times as I have opened it. And it helps with the help of a color coding. The black color when comes, that is the final paragraph that you are supposed to close. So first one, second one, third one, fourth one, the black one has come. You can count it and close it, or you can look at the color coding and you close it. When the black color comes, that means that is the final one, and done. Now see, you have the grading is done. You can check it. 67 is C, 67 is C, it falls here. 56 is D, it falls here. You come, 90 is A, it falls here. So your grading is done, and this is the equation that we have read. All right, so let us move on. Let us come to another program. Let us do here. There again, they have given the marks of the students, right? So first thing first, let us calculate the total. So to calculate the total of the marks, I simply use the sum function, and I can simply choose the range, and I can calculate it, and I can drag it down. All right, so I got the totals. Now they're asking for the percentage. So percentage basically total that you have achieved divided by the total maximum marks. That is in this case 3 subjects, so we assume that is 300. So normally in mathematically this number divided by 300 into 100 will do. But in Excel that into 100 is not required. Wherever cell you need to calculate a percentage, it's better you first convert that particular cells into percentage format. Once you have done it, your job becomes very simplified. You only choose the total that you got and the maximum marks, and it will calculate your percentage automatically, and it will come with a percentage sign. So we have calculated the percentage. This way we have done it. Now comes the grade. So less than 40% it is F, less than 60% it is C, less than 80% it is B, otherwise it is A. So now I can do it with the help. So I type here less than, let us check it again. It's 40%, 60%, 80%. All right, 40%, 60%, 80%. So I type again if this is less than 40%. I'll have to give the percent because data there is a percent, then you are failing. Again, I type if this is less than 60%, then you get a C. Then again, I check if this data is less than 80%, then you get a B, otherwise you get a A. Right, so I close the first one, I close the second one, the black one has come, so I press enter. So it is calculating your grade. So 55% is the C grade, and accordingly now if you drag it down, you get everything. All right, you can check it out with the data given. Has it been calculated? So doesn't matter you have 20 students, 200 students, 2000 students, it can be done in seconds. All right, so the final exercise that we want to do in this particular session, let us come to exercise number 6. This is not an exact payroll system, but just to make you guys understand about payroll systems. So this is, so don't really take it on absolute verbatim term that this is how the payroll is designed. That is much more complicated than this one. But just for the calculation sake to understand. So whole idea here is your basic salary will be entered in this particular yellow cell. And whole salary structure will be decided on the basis of your basic pay. So they are saying in this organization, DA is 90% of the basic, HRA is 30% of the basic. Your gross salary that you will have to calculate is your basic plus your DA plus your HRA plus your TA. Then they have a deduction called provident fund, that is 12% of the basic, and that provident fund will be deducted from your gross, so you get a net salary. They are giving you some sort of bonus. Bonus, the criteria here it is given, if your basic is less than 10,000, you are getting 10% of the basic, less than 20,000, you are getting 9% of the basic, less than 30,000, you are getting 8% of the basic, and if it is more than or equal to 30,000, you are getting 70% of the basic. Alright, so doesn't matter what is the salary, or I know the basic will be in the cell number B2. So my DA to calculate, it's very simple. I type B2 into 90%. Enter. Alright, so your DA will be calculated. Now here I calculate HRA again, it will be the 30% of the basic into 30%, enter. Your TA will be calculated like B2 into 10%, and your gross salary will be sum your basic then your all these components that will give you the gross salary. Now you can enter a data here. See 10,000, if I enter, if it is your basic, your due has been calculated, your HR has been calculated, your T has been calculated, and your gross salary is 23,000. Okay, so far so good. Now let us talk about the provident fund. Provident fund is 12% of your basic. So I can again a basic into 12% is your provident fund, right? I think I have done a mistake. So okay, I have to put an enter. So it is 0. So your net salary will be your gross salary minus your basic. Sorry, the provident fund. So that becomes your net salary. Now again, if you add 10,000, you see you are getting your net salary as 23,000. 1,200 will be deducted. So you are getting a net salary of 21,800. Okay, but there and bonus also needs to be calculated. So that's again in multi-level, based on multi-level criteria we have to select it. So I write here, if I know the basic is in the B2, so B2 is less than 10,000. So you are getting a bonus of B2 into 10%. Again I check if your salary is less than 20,000, you are getting a bonus of 9%, right? And again I check if your salary is less than 30,000, your bonus is B2 into 8%. So if it is not less than 10,000, if it is not less than 20,000, if it is not less than 30,000, that means it is 30,000 and more. So I need not check it again. I type B2 into 7% will be calculated the salary. Then I close the first bracket, I close the second bracket, I close the third bracket. Now here you see the color coding has not come. That means there is some error that must have been committed. So let us look at again. Let us do it again. Alright, let us do it again. There some mistake I might have committed. So let us do it again. So I type if this cell is B2. So I check B2. I say B2 is less than 10,000. If it is less than 10,000, then you are getting B2 into 10%. But if it is not less than 6%, again I'll have to check if it is less than 20,000. If it is less than 20,000, then B2 into 9%. If it is not less than 20,000, again I check if B2 is less than 30,000. If it is less than 30,000, then I do B2 into 8%. And if it is not, I need not check again. As I said, I simply type B2 into 7%. Now I close the flat bracket, the color has come, the color has come, the color has come. That means I have written everything and I type enter. Alright, now see how it goes. Now if I enter any, maybe your is 12,250 rupees is your basic. Everything has been calculated, right? Everything has been calculated. Okay, take home salary should be, I made a mistake. Your take home salary should be this plus your net salary. So that is becomes your take home salary. Okay, I can do it better. I can convert format cell. I can take it in currency format so it looks good. Now here if I enter again, I do a format cell. It should be done currency. Now you enter any salary here. You type 10,000. Again accordingly calculated your gross salary, your net salary, your take home salary, the money that will be transferred, and all other components. So I hope you guys have understood it. Practice it. Happy learning. Thank you so much.